Alright guys, we are moving into a very important lesson today. The lesson is object-oriented programming. Sorry about that. Have you ever heard about object-oriented programming, guys? Yes or no? Raise your hands if you have already heard about this. Few. But when it comes to this concept, it's kind of methodology. When it comes to programming, there are so many methodologies available. As example, structured programming that we already learned. That is kind of one methodology that we can use to develop some solutions, or else to give some solutions for a problem. And as well as procedural. We have apart from that, we have object oriented. Likewise, there are so many methodologies available when it comes to programming, and this is very important one. When you are getting into the industry, you have to use this programming methodology, not others. Others are also using, but mainly you have to focus into object oriented concepts. Based on this only, you have to develop each and every software when we are developing in the industry in the sense when we are doing very simple program, when we are giving a very simple solution, we might not using this double OP concepts. But when it comes to larger scale software projects, or else when it comes to what do you call large projects, exactly, we have to use this, because we have a lot of features. If you are using this object oriented programming. That's why this methodology is very popular. You have to learn anyway. If you have an idea to be there in the IT industry, this is kind of must. Clear? If you are trying to be a software developer, software engineer in the future, exactly you have to learn this. Clear? And A to Z, these concepts you need to learn. Clear? And as well as a few main programming double OP concepts are there. If you have ever heard inheritance, abstraction, polymorphism. Likewise, we have four main double OP concepts. These all the four main concepts we need to learn here. Are we clear so far, guys? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. This is a very basic introduction into the double OP concepts, and anyway, lot of features are there. Always you have to remember that there are so many features around when it comes to double OP concepts, and because of them only, these all the features only, we are going to develop softwares by using double OP concepts. Understood, guys? Yes or no? Yes. This is the basic. Okay, and I'm not going to go through with the lesson learning outcomes and lesson learning outcomes and assignment assessment criteria, and this slide will be covering LO2 and P2, M2 and D2, and these criteria will be satisfying with this particular slide. Okay, overview of double OP terminology or as methodology, whatever the name. Okay, and when it comes to double OP concepts or else double OP programming, we have two main components. They called as classes and objects. Come again, guys. When it comes to double OP concept, we have two main concepts. What are they, guys? Classes and objects. First one is class, and the second thing is an object. Clear? Okay, let's move into the real world. Real world in the sense, I couldn't tell you that when it comes to introduction. From the beginning, I told you guys, when it comes to programming, the basic requirement of programming is to solve some problems where they are in the real world. Clear? when we are solving a real world problems, we can use this concept called as programming. And same when it comes to the double lobby concepts, what they have done here is real world they have copied into a digital world. That's the concept of double lobby. What they have done, guys, real world they have copied into the digital world or else programming environment. They have taken all the features of real world, and these real world features came into the or else copied into the digital world or else programming environment. That's what simply they have done when it comes to double lobby concepts. Why? You have to understand something. The one point is one main point is here. The point is the main objective of having programming is to solve some problems. Again and again I am telling you to remember this. The objective is to solve some problems. When we are solving problems, we have to use this particular programming concepts. Solving problems where we are going to solve all the problems. All the problems are there in the real world. We will be solving out real world problems by using these programming concepts. Real world problems. Clear? That's why they have taken real world into the programming environment. You have to understand that. Clear? You have to understand that. That's why they have taken these all the real world objects and classes into the programming environment. Then it is easy to give them some solutions. Perfect solutions can be given when they are taking all the real world objects and real world concepts into the programming environment. That concept we can call it as what? Double lobby concepts. Clear? Next, I would say chairs, tables, and water bottles, laptops. What are they, guys? They are objects. Student, lecturer, and school, and hospital. What are they, guys? Again, they are also objects. Clear? Can you understand what I am saying? Now you have to understand when it comes to real world, we have all the objects. Chair is kind of object. Clear? Lecturer is kind of object. Student is kind of object. Can you understand? Projector is kind of object. Pen is kind of object. Can you understand what I am saying? Yes, you have to understand that these are real world concepts we have took into the programming environment. This programming environment we call it as object oriented programming. Vastun tamai moulik karagane. That's why we call it as object oriented. Clear? Everywhere we have objects. As example, when it comes to student registration system, we have to register a student for the system. What is happening over there? We will be creating an object. Student object will be creating when it comes to that system. That's what we have to understand. Anyway, further we will be discussing later, and for the time you have to understand real world problem solving mechanism. It's kind of real world problem solving mechanism, and there are so many features available when it comes to double-OP, and this is the well-most programming terminology which is using there in the industry. That's what you have to understand. Clear? Yes or no? Yes, this is very important lesson again I am telling, and because of that your concentration and your attention should be there with the lecture, and I hope that you will be keeping the contact with me. Okay. First thing is class. Let's talk about the class. Clear? Let's talk about the class and as well as the object. Before go for the abbreviation, I'm going to take some examples from the real world. Okay. Let's say okay, I think you have an idea regarding bricks. Have you seen a brick? Bricks, gadol. Have you seen? Or else අපි කියන්නේ අර බ්ලොග් ගාලා කියලා කියන්නේ. ක්ලියර්? gadolai blog galai කියලා කියන්නේ දෙකක් නෑ එකක් නෙවෙයි. Most of the time when it comes to cities, we don't have bricks and all. We can find out what? Block gun. Clear? Blocks we can find out. Okay, anyway, you know that when we are creating these all the what do you call block gun or the bricks, we have to use what? Have you ever seen people creating these all the bricks and block gun? Have you ever seen how the process is going on? Simply you have to identify. Okay, let's take this example bit away. Let's go for cookies and cookies. The correct word is cookies. When it comes to cookies in Sinhala environment, and we create cookies. Have you ever seen cookies? Yes. Raise your hands up. Cookies Urdu card hada. Okay. How we are going to create these cookies? What's the process that they are taking? Just explain me. This is serious, huh? Tell me how it is happening. Achuvardanne Mr. Okay. Okay. To create these all the cookies and all, you can understand that we are using kind of mold. What's the meaning of mold? Yes, you can understand now. When it comes to blockal as well, same story. There also we are using a mold. By using mold only, we are creating these all the blockal and bricks. Same story when it comes to cookies as well. When we are creating some cookies, when we are making some cookies, not creating, making, whatever the word. When we are making an cookies or the cookie, we have to use a mold. Clear? That mold can be we can sink into whatever the what do you call paste, and then again we are frying that by using oil. That's the process now. Done not done. Then you can not done cookies are done. Okay. Anyway. The concept is to create cookies, we have to have a mold. Cookies mold is very important. Without having a cookies mold, are we able to make these all the nice cookies? Some cookies molds are there. It's just like a butterfly. Clear? Nice ones. Clear? If we do not have that mold, are we able to make these all the cookies in kind of same manner? When we are creating these all the block and all the bricks are same, right? All are same. Same story when it comes to cookies as well. By using a model, we can create any number of cookies. Can or can't? Can or can't? Can, yes. If you have the enough paste, we can sink this paste and again sinking and frying the cookies. And all the cookies, when we are looking into the cookies, all the cookies are same or not? Same. Maybe sometimes some different are there. Clear? But overall, when we are looking into that, all the features are same or not? Same. You can understand now. Clear? Okay. When it comes to real world, we have a mold and we have the object. If you are using a mold and creating or else making a cookies is the object, mold is the class. That's what you have to understand. By using class, we can create any number of objects. Without having a class, we won't be able to create any objects. To create objects, object is kind of main components when it comes to WP concept. Create some objects. Firstly, we have to have a class. Firstly, we have to have a student class, then only we are able to create some student what? Objects. Firstly, we have to have what? Student class, then we can create some student objects. Understand what I am saying? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. We are coming into the abbreviation which they have given in the slide. Class. A class, a user-defined prototype for an object that defines a set of attributes and methods that characterize any object of the class. Okay. When it comes to Blockdal and all, bricks and all, we have same features. What are they? Usa, Diga, Palala, Bara. We have, right? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Let's take an example. A student. When it comes to student, we have some attributes. Student name is there. E number is there. Age is there. Class is there. Badge is there. Course is there. Same attributes. Each and every one, if you take each and every student there in the class, each and every one you have unique what? Unique what? Unique what? Nothing. You have a unique what? Same features are there. Age, everyone. You have age? Yes or no? Yes. You have a name? Yes or no? Yes. You have E number? Yes. But E number is not same for each and every one, right? Why is that? To identically identify for you guys, we have to differentiate something. But when it comes to name, what is happening? Maybe we have 2 dozens here. Clear? Can you understand? Something like that. Anyway, okay. If we take an object, let's think about a pen. When it comes to pen, we have features or else attributes. Pen color is there. Pen price is there. Any other? Color, price, weight, expiry date. They are not same for each and every one, but attributes are there. You will have a name, yes, but name is different one to another. But you have attribute. When it comes to student object or the student class, class is with some attributes. Clear? Okay, we have an example here. Class name they have given as employee. Here, class name they have given as employee class. You can see here they are demonstrating the class first. I told you from the mold only we are going to create some cookies. Something like that same story. When it comes to this this double concepts, firstly we need to create what? Class, then only we can create objects. Student class, firstly we need to create, then using this class or this structure, this class, we can create a number of objects. Clear? Let's say, when it comes to class, again I wanted to tell you, in here we have 3 segments. When it comes to a class, we have 3 segments. That is not going to change. Class name is there very firstly. You can understand by looking into your slide. Class name, what's the class name here? Employee. Secondly, we have attributes. Attributes. What are the attributes that we have? Company as well as name and the salary. Whoever the employee, they have their company. Company name is there, and as well as name is there. When it comes to a company, do they have a name? Yes. To identify that particular company, we have to have a name, and as well as salary. Sorry, it's regarding employee, right? Employee name, not company name. Employee name and the employee salary. Each and every employee, they have their salaries. Understand what I am saying? Yes or no? This is the format. This is the blueprint, or else the correct word is blueprint. Blueprint, what's the meaning of blueprint? Have you ever seen a blueprint? What are they? Carbon color. Yes or no? Blueprints. Here, when we are using blueprints, what we can generate? We can generate some copies. Here, Same story. When it comes to class, by using that class, we can create a number of copies or else objects. Beyond this, yes or no? Okay, and when it comes to class, again I am telling you 3 segments are available. First one is class name, second one is attributes, Palakshana, and as well as we have methods. What are those methods, guys? And as a student, you are submitting assignments. As a student, making payments. As a student, maybe you are transferring the badge. They are called as methods. Methods are always describing the nature of the class. Methods are always describing the nature of the class. You have to remember that. Okay, we are coming into the object. Do you have an idea regarding class, guys? Yes or no? Yes or no? You can remember mold and the object. Clear? Block the lattuai, block the lai wage thamai. Gadol lattuai, gadolai wage thamai. Something like that. Understood, guys? Yes or no? So class is kind of mold. By using that mold, we can create a number of objects. Something like that. Class is kind of blueprint where we can create a number of objects. Object is a unique instance of a data structure. Instance in the sense a copy. Instance of a data structure that defined by the class. That is defined by the class. All the objects that we are creating, these all the objects are aligned with these all the features. Their structure is same. According to this structure only, we are creating these all the objects. Can you understand? Yes or no? Don't sleep, man. This is very important lesson. Okay. An object comprises both data members. Clear? Data members or else variables and instance variable. I am going to explain those two, and methods. Methods I told you. Methods are normally expressing the nature of the class. Clear? As example, if you are a student is always making payments, submitting assignments. Making payments and submitting assignments, they are some methods. They are some methods which you are normally doing. Understand what I am saying? Clear on this? Yes. Okay. Then the initialization, the creation of objects using the class. When we are creating an object by using a class, this theory or this what do you call process, we can call it as initialization. Clear? Okay. Let's talk about this image. Employee name again when it comes to class is employee. Company is ESOP. Name, salary. Okay. We have a what do you call? We have a method or a function called as display input. Functions, can you remember we declared in there in the Python? The recently written program also you had a function. How do you define the function, guys? def function name, open close parenthesis, then colon, and we can write the corresponding statement that we need to execute via the function. Okay, anyway, when we are initializing these or the features or the format or the structure, we can generate some employees using this class. Using this class only, we can create these all the employees. How many employees are there here? We have 2 employees. Only 2 employees can be created for, or else we can go for higher. What's the answer? I told you we can create any number of something like that. Clear? Okay. Here, employee. This is the class name. What's the employee name? EMP1. EMP1 in the sense that is the object name. Here, EMP2. And when it comes to attributes, name is Peter, salary is 9,005. Clear? Yes or no? Yes. And as well as name is and salary is 500 and 200. 5,000 and 200. Clear? Structure is same. Here structure you can see structure is same. In the objects in this image, they have not used this display employee. That also we can attach here. No problem. Clear? Yes or no? Okay. Thing is that we have class variables and instance variables. We have class variables and we have instance variables. What's the difference between those two? Okay, you know that the nature is here. Using one class, we can create any number of objects. Using a class, we can create any number of objects. Cannot harm. Yes, can. When it comes to these attributes, we have two types of attributes. Attributes can be divided into two main. First one is class variables. The second thing is instance variable. What's the meaning of instance? Instance. Instance in the sense it's kind of copy. Clear? It's kind of copy. Clear? When we are taking those two students, his name and her name, same or different? Those names are different. Different, right? But university or the campus, these two students are studying. Different or same? Same, you can understand here. When it comes to company, all the employees, when it comes to this company, ESOP, all the employees are belongs to ESOP. Each and every employee, this value is not going to change. ESOP not. Is it going to change? When we are creating two number of objects, that value is not going to change. ESOP value is not going to change. This is kind of class variable. Class variable. Each and every object is, if the value is not going to change, that is kind of which variable? Instant variable. Class variable. What's the instant variables then? Instance one object is kind of instance. This is also kind of instance. Each and every instance, when we are creating, values are changing. If the value is changing for each and every instance, they are called as instance variables. Age, name, ID number, they are instance variables. Can you understand? Yes or no? Other than object values to another. If it is so, if the values are changing and each and every object that we are creating, those variables are falling into which variables? Instance variables. When we are creating number of objects without changing the value of that particular variable, that is belongs to class variables. Clear? The company name, JSP name, they are clear? Yes or no? Now let me send me myself. Clear? Company name. These are changed. But name, her name is Nalini, my name is, they are changed. Name is kind of instant variable. Instantly it is changing. Clear? Time to time it is changing. Clear? And when it comes to company, ESOP. She works for ESOP. I also working for. Understood, right? Yes or no? Any questions from this? Any questions from this guys? Any clarification needed? object classes in different attributes or class attribute types here. Just variables and method can classes for attributes. Any other questions? This is clear. This is clear. Yes or no? Girls? Yes. Boys? Clear? Make it clear and come. Object oriented mellow that theory. Why? Slide. Object oriented concepts normally build up with those two foundations. Those two are the main foundation of object oriented concepts. Without having an idea regarding classes and objects, you are just blank when it comes to the further explanations. Clear? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. You know that some slides and some terminologies and some concepts of programming I am going to focus. I will be spending much more time with some what do you call, some concepts. Why is that? If I am spending much more time with the one slide, meaning a lot. That's why I am spending. I also spend some more time with this slide. This is very important. If you are not having an idea regarding those two, you are blank in the future. Clear? Blank in the sense when it comes to double OP, you will be blank. Okay. We have three components. You can see here attributes. For the attribute, we can use another name called data members. Data members, a class variable or instance variable that holds data associated with the class and its objects. Here, company is the attribute. Piece of the is a value. Age is the attribute. 15 is the value. Clear? Name is the attribute. Hasum is the value. Understood what I am saying? Yes or no? Course is the attribute. HMD is the value. Understand? Understood, guys? Clear on this? Yes or no? Methods or else functions. A special kind of function that is defined in a class definition, which implements the class behavior. I told you, functions or else methods, both are same, functions and methods. When it comes to methods and functions, always class behavior is going to explain. Class behavior is going to be explained or else demonstrating the nature of the class using what? Using functions. Eating. Animal can eat that food. Animal is eating, drinking, clear, dying. It's nature, right? Eating, sleeping. Same for us as well. Some language. Any questions? Okay, then variation we have to understand with the class variables and instance variables. Class variables are variable that is shared by all instances. Ease of value vector, hammer objective vector copy. Clear? Copying from the each and copying from the copying from the class, yes. Copying from the class for each and every object. Clear? When it comes to instance variable, a variable that is defined inside the class, but every object gets separate copy of that. Why is that? Name is changing one to the another. Age is changing one to the another. I number is changing one to the another. E number is changing one to the another. Understood, guys? Yes or no? Yes. And examples, company is an example for the class variables, and name and survey examples for what? Instance variables. Understood, guys? Yes or no? Okay. When it comes to your syllabus, fully Python double concept we are not going to discuss. Few are going to be discussed here, and as well as keep this in your mind. 100% WP concepts. 100% WP concepts cannot be demonstrated by using Python language. Yeah, if you are demonstrating 100% what do you call WP features and concepts, you have to go with the Java or what do you call it? Java or C. Okay. Okay, we are coming into some concepts. They are in the WP concepts, and we had an introduction into the WP concepts firstly, and we came up with two more main components when it comes to WP concepts, which are classes and objects. Then we are coming into features of WP. First feature is inheritance. First feature is inheritance. Okay, let's talk about this. What's the meaning of inheritance, guys? What is happening over there? The people who did bio for the advanced levels. They asked how they take part. They asked how the doctors like me when it comes to this thing. No. What is happening over there in the inheritance? Inheritance. What is happening? What is happening? Huh? Okay. Yeah. Parent and child. Do you have some features which came from your parents? Yes or no? Do you have? You have some features which came from your parents. Yes or no? It should be, eh? It should be. Normally when it comes to biological things, you know that parents' features, half. Clear? By combining half of one parent will be generating you guys, including me. Clear? Why you are laughing? It's about your dirty mind. I am here talking about regarding inheritance. It's kind of biological process happening. Each and every animal existing in the world. Anyway, you know what is happening over there. Parents' features can be derived for the children. Or else children can derive some features from their parents. Understand what I am saying? Yes or no? Amma konde wage mai duwage ne okay amma wage mai duwa kapabu palu. Have you ever heard about it? Even at some person? Yes. Clear? Tata wage mai tata I konde mai. Clear? People used to talk about these features, right? Always they are comparing. Clear? Can you understand what I am saying? Yes. Same story. I told you that when it comes to WP concepts, they are solving problems they are in the real world. In the real world, we can see this inheritance. Cannot. Can. Clear? Parent-child relationships. We do have relationships from the parent and clear. Parents' features can be inherited for the child. Or else parent-child classes arrangement can be there in the programming environment. Parents' features can be accessed using the child class. Or else parent features can be inherited into the child classes. Again and again, we don't need to write coding. Why? If the if the feature is defined in the parent class, that accessibility can be taken into the child class. That's what we have to understand. Again and again, we don't need to write coding. Why is that? If that code has been already written in the parent class, the features and the parent class, parent class features can be injected into the child class. Clear? Yes or no? Yes or no? සමහර අවස්ථාවල අම්මා ගාව නැති features දුව ගාව තියෙනවා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. තාත්තා ගාව නැති features දුව ගාව පුතා ගාව තියෙනවා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. As example, තාත්තා අරක්කු සිගරට් කටේවත් තියෙන්නේ පුතා. The concept is not deriving all the features from parents. Clear? Can you understand what I am saying? Clear? All the features are not coming. Clear? Something like that. Amma, 7 and 30 or good. 7 again. Clear? Yes or no? Can you understand what I am saying? Yes or no? That feature is there in the programming environment called as inheritance. Parent features can be derived into the child classes. Okay. The transfer of the characteristics of the classes to other classes that are derived from it. Transferring features. Clear? Transferring features can be done. Clear? The skin color can be transferred from the parents to the children. Something like that. Clear? Okay. We have the parent class, or else we can call it as base class, or else super class. All the names are for the higher level of the class. Here, the class name is what? Animal. Class name make a over the class name. Class name is animal. One attribute is there. Attribute is what? Name. And we have two methods, or else functions. First one is make sound. Animal sound that you sound දෙකක් නිකුත් කරනවද? Yes, බල්ල ගොනවා. ඌරු කෑ ගන්නවා, ඌරු කෑ ගන්නවා. That's the nature. And as well as make sound again. හැබැයි signature has been changed. මේක කියනවා signature කියලා. Clear? Okay. Same method again and again they have to. Clear? But not exactly same. Why is that? මේ දෙකම හරියටම same ද? They are not identically same. But as a name, as a method name is same. But they have differentiated by using the what? Using a signature. Signature කියලා කියන parameter is. මේක parameter වල කතා කරලා දෙනවා. මතකද? Area එක calculate කරන්න අපිට parameter දෙකක් වුණා, something like that. When it comes to this make sound method, we have only one parameter. Clear? Yes or no? Okay. By using this structure, animal class, we have two separate child classes. One is dog, second one is cat. We have cat and dog classes. They are child classes. What is super class? Sorry. Yes. Super class is, or a parent class is what? Animal class. Animal class. Okay. Name. Inherited. Breed. Not defined. Here. Breed data මෙහෙන් ඇවිල්ලාද? That has not came up with the super class. Father is not having drinks, but children, they are having not bottles. Some examples are taking by yourself, right? Okay, and as well as when it comes to cat, what do we have? Name is there, and color. What had happened? Color, you know, derived No, it has not derived, but it's there. Can happen, right? Yes or no? Here you can see make sound again we have. Same method but different parameter. I am going to stop explaining this method overloading and method overriding here. I'll be explaining it a bit later. Anyway, I am jumping into the what? Explanation. First we have method overloading. Method overloading and method overriding. By using your grammatical knowledge, don't understand please. Overloading. Overloading, what's the meaning of overloading? Load can be over, right? Overload. Overriding. Overriding. Okay, what I am telling here, don't try to understand by using grammatical expressions. Yeah? It's kind of technical. Yeah? Okay. Method overloading. Let's see what is happening. The assignment of more than one behavior to a particular function. More than one behavior. The operation performed varies by the type of arguments involved. What they are saying again. The assignment of more than one behavior to a particular function. Yeah? More than, what they are saying, more than one behavior to the particular function. Yeah? Wait. The operation performed varies by the type of argument involved. Okay. In the first differentiation we can do later. Firstly, we have animal class. All the animals are making sound. When it comes to dog is barking. Cat is cat barking? I don't know how cat is. Yeah, okay. Then you can understand same function, but expression in the output is different. Clear? The sound and the dog sound is different now. You can understand, right? Yes or no? Not same. It should be in it, but both are making sounds. Can you understand what I am saying? Yes. Okay, read it. Method overriding. The derived class redefining an inherited method to implement a behavior characteristic to the class. Here we have make sound. Here that we can get into the child classes. Clear? Can you understand? Same method, making sound. Animals are normally making sound. That method taking into child class. Clear? Dog also what? Making sound. Cat also making sound. Clear? Do we really need to define the making sound? They are in the child classes again and again? No. The already defined class is there, only taking these features into. Can you understand what I am saying? Yes or no? No. Features can be derived from the parent classes. That is called as what? Overriding. When it comes to overriding, how you can find out the overriding, guys? You can find out the overriding child class and the parent class. So parent class and the child class, you can see the same function. Here make sound. Here also make sound. Here also make sound. Here parent and child classes both are using the same method, meaning we can call it as overriding. Then what about the overloading? Inside the same class, overriding is happening in two levels. Clear? Overriding is happening with the two levels, parent level and the child level. When it comes to overloading, it's about a one class. Inside the one class, if they are using same, what do you call, sorry. We already talked about the overriding, right? Overriding is happening within two different classes. Clear? But when it comes to overloading, it is happening inside a one class. That's how you can understand. Here, make sound and make sound. Same function but different parameters. Clear? Same function. Inside the same class, they have used. Okay, check this out. Overloading occurs when methods in the same class. I told you. Overloading occurs when methods in the same class have the same method name but different parameters. The Kalin here. Same method, make sound. Clear? Same class name. The class again but they are accused with what? Different parameters. That you have to understand when it comes to overloading. Here, different parameters. Whereas overriding occurs when two methods have the same method name and parameters. With different classes. Overriding when classes overloading when class. Clear? Yes or no? Okay. Overriding. We have a class dog. We have function called bark. Clear? Can you understand? We have a class called dog, and as well as we have a class called, we have one class dog here, and another class we have out. There are two classes. Clear? Here also we have bark, here also we can have different classes. Clear? Different classes, same method. Clear? Overriding here. Overloading. What is happening, guys? Overloading. We can have, we won't be able to have two classes here. Only one class, but different parameters. Try to understand this. Any questions, guys? Overriding. Here, overriding in the sense we have two classes, dog class and house class. Overriding happening with the two levels of classes. Overloading, do we have two classes here? No, only one class. Inside the one class, we have used twice the same method. Overloading, but different parameters. We have to understand that. Okay, let's have a small break and come. Tell me.